All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everything is working tonight. I'm doing my mock draft, as everybody was, or some of you were asking for a mock draft. I was not planning to do one this year, but you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for now. Let's see how it goes. I got everything planned out. The microphone, hopefully, it's been doing a little bit weird noises. Hopefully, it works. But, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's do this here tonight. Let's try to do this as fast as possible. I'm only doing the first round, so let's try to get this done and hopefully under 20 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. With the first overall pick, the Cincinnati select quarterback Joe Burrow. That is the first pick in the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Duh. The second pick, the Washington Redskins select Chase Young, defensive lineman. The next pick, Detroit Lions. Unless they trade out, like I was saying, they could trade out. They're in talks to possibly trade out. If they don't, they will select Jeff Akua, cornerback, to try to replace Darius Slay. Number 4, New York Giants. They could trade out, I'm hearing, but if they do not trade out, I think they will select linebacker Isaiah Simmons, who I believe is the best. Obviously, Chase Young is the best defensive lineman, and I going to Washington. And I believe Isaiah Simmons is the best linebacker here. Going to the Giants. Number 5, Miami, Tui Talaviola, quarterback. I know a lot of people are worried about Tui Talaviola's injuries, but I do believe Miami will take him at 5. And last, Detroit trades, and possibly somebody else can pick him up before that at 3 if Detroit trades away the pick. If not, I believe Tui Tagovailoa could end up going to Miami at number 5. Number 6, the Chargers. Their select their new franchise quarterback, Justin Herbert. This thing that they believe in Tyrod Taylor, Tommy, is a bunch of bullshit. They're just saying that because they don't want to sign another quarterback. They don't want to sign Andy Dalton, Cam Newton. So they're just saying, yeah, we believe in Tyrod Taylor. But no, I do believe they're saying that because they don't want to have to be under the pressure to sign a free agent like a Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton, Cam Newton. But I believe that their plan is to draft Justin Herbert as their new franchise quarterback. Number 8, I beg you pardon. Number 7, Arizona, Derek. Wait, what the fuck? No, I was starting like, I apologize. Hold on, I apologize. Number 7, Carolina, Derek Brown, defensive lineman, Derek Brown for Carolina. That's what I got going for Carolina. Derek Brown. Arizona needs offensive of linemen to protect Kyler Murray. They got DeAndre Hopkins now, but their problem for the last few years has been the offensive line. They addressed that by drafting Jarek Wills, offensive lineman. All right, they need that. Jacksonville, I got Jacksonville taking Javon Clowney, I beg you pardon, defensive lineman. They got to replace Campbell, who they lost to Baltimore, so they will try to replace him. Number 10, Cleveland Browns, another team like Arizona. They need to tighten up that offensive line. They did in free agency a little bit with Coughlin. They will do it also here in the draft with Andrew Thomas, offensive lineman. They got to continue to tighten up that offensive line. Does Cleveland. Number 11, New York Jets. Same situation as Cleveland and Arizona. Got to tighten up that offensive line for Sam Darnold. And they will draft offensive lineman Tristan Wirfs. That is who I got the Jets picking. Tristan Wirfs, offensive lineman. Number 12, Las Vegas Raiders. I got them surprisingly coming here. I think they got the quarterback for days. You got Derek Carr, you got Marcus Mariota, you got Jacobs, Josh Jacobs, the running back. I think now you try to replace Amari Cooper, from 2 years ago when you traded him to Dallas, and you get the best wide receiver in this draft class, Jerry Jeudy. I think that's what they will do. They will go John Gruden loft offense. I think he gets Jerry Jeudy here. Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver. Number 13, San Francisco 49ers. I think they're going to go cornerback here. They could go wide receiver too and try to replace Emmanuel Sanders, but I think they're gonna go corner. They're gonna go cornerback here, and they're going to take C.J. Henderson, who could arguably be one, if not the best cornerback in this draft class. Could C.J. Henderson. Number 14, Tampa Bay. I think they could surprise people. You know, they got Tom Brady. I think they either go offensive line or they surprise people with this pick. Obviously, you got Marcus Goodwin, Mike Evans, OJ Howard. What do you do to completely stack this shit up for Tom Brady? You go get the best running back in the class, and that is Jonathan Taylor. Let's see what they do. I think that could be up. They either go offensive line or maybe they go defense, something on the defense side. There's a good possibility they say, you know what, let's stack this puppy up as much as possible for Tom Brady, and they go get Jonathan Taylor. We'll see what happens. That I would not be shocked. Number 15, Denver Broncos get offensive line help. Malik Beaton, offensive lineman. Atlanta. Can you imagine if Atlanta does this, ladies and gentlemen? This might be. Imagine that you already got Julio Jones and Kevin Ridley. Imagine if you go out there and get CeeDee Lamb. Can you imagine the speed on the perimeter at the wide receiver position? CeeDee Lamb and Julio Jones. That is gonna be crazy, ladies and gentlemen. If they somehow get CeeDee Lamb at 16, Atlanta does. That would be sick. 17, Dallas gets possibly the second, third best cornerback in this class, AJ Terrell, to try to replace Byron Jones, who left in free agency for Miami. I got Dallas selecting AJ Terrell, cornerback. Miami at 18, Kavon Chelson, defensive lineman. 19, Las Vegas Raiders, Jalen Johnson, cornerback, continue to train up that defense. So we'll see about that one. 20, Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville here could say, let's roll the dice, let's spin the wheel, and let's go get quarterback Jordan Love. Let's see what happens. Jacksonville has two chances here to get Jordan Love. You know, they got 2 picks in the first round, so they have 2 picks here to go get a quarterback. So it could be a possibility if Jordan Love is still available at 20. Look for Jacksonville to get him. We'll see what happens. Philadelphia Eagles at number 21, Henry Ruggs, wide receiver. They got to replace. They got to get another wide receiver. There's a lot of talks that Alshon Jeffrey and Carson Wentz do not get along off the field. They lost Nelson Aguilar to free agency to the Raiders. Deshaun Jackson is getting a little bit old. He only played like 2 or 3 games last year. I think they go wide receiver. They got to address the wide receiver position. Henry Ruggs. Although I can also see Philadelphia addressing the offensive line or the secondary. But I think they're going to go Henry Ruggs here, wide receiver at 21. 22, Minnesota. Again, got to replace Stephon Diggs. There were reports about getting Odell Beckham. But if they do not get Odell Beckham, I think they try to replace Stephon Diggs here with Justin Jefferson, wide receiver. I think that's what they could do if they cannot get their hands on Odell Beckham. They try to replace him with this guy. Number 23, New England Patriots get a wide receiver. But they need wide receiver help. Does New England? Last year Mohamed Sanu, Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman's getting up there in age. He's getting hurt a lot. I think they could go get here a wide receiver here, and they can get Jalen Reagor, wide receiver. Now, but if Jordan Love is still available, they could get Jordan Love at 23 if Jordan Love would still be available. Now, also, they could also trade up and try to get Justin Herbert or Tua Tagovailoa. We'll see what New England does. But if all the good quarterbacks are gone and they're still at 23, I think there's a good chance they go wide receiver, Jalen Reagor. Number 24, New Orleans. I think they go defensive line, AJ Espinosa. Number 25, Minnesota. Again, they get Josh Jones, offensive lineman. Number 26, Miami again. They will get offensive line. Who this guy? A lot of people like this guy. Cesar Ruiz. A lot of people like him. Offensive lineman at 26 for Miami. 27, Seattle. Got to tighten up that offensive line. Has been a problem for a lot of years now. Isaiah Wilson, offensive lineman. Isaiah Wilson to Seattle at 27. 28, Baltimore. Yuri Gross Matos, defensive lineman. Baltimore just loves defense. They just do. I think they can go offensive line. I don't know. There's not a lot Baltimore needs. Some are saying they might even get Jalen Hurts and try to fucking, because they want a quarterback who's a similar to Lamar Jackson, just in case Lamar Jackson gets hurt. Baltimore does not have a lot of needs, ladies and gentlemen. They could just say the hell with it. Let's go get another defensive player. They don't have too many needs, does Baltimore, so we'll see. 29, Tennessee, Estra Cleveland offensive lineman. That's why I got Tennessee taken at 29. 30, Green Bay Packers, Ross Blacklock, defensive lineman. Green Bay's their weakness is the run game. They got ran out of the damn field twice by San Francisco this year. It was embarrassing. So try to go get another defensive lineman to try to help that out. That's why I got the Green Bay taking. Ross Blacklock, defensive lineman. Ross Blackload. San Francisco, Kenneth Murray, linebacker at 31. And then Kansas City, Patrick Quinn, linebacker. Again, the Kansas City really need much. Maybe you could say they can tighten up the defense a little bit. But other than that, Baltimore and Kansas City do not need a lot. They're pretty stacked. But we'll see what happens. But that is my draft, ladies and gentlemen. That's who I got. So obviously, I'm pretty confident with Joe Burrow going to Cincinnati. Chase Young going, I would hope, to Washington. Then after that, we'll see what happens. I think the only thing here clear is Joe Burrow to Cincinnati. Washington is so weird. It wouldn't surprise me if they trade out. Or get some, I don't know, or get somebody else. Maybe they get Tuta Viola or Justin Herbert if they're not fucking that high on Dwayne Hopkins. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But it is going to be fun on Thursday night. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about my mock draft? Some of you were asking for it. It came out late. Usually I do this by February. Came out about 3 days before the actual NFL draft. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Until next time, holla at your boy.